Hey everyone, this is something different. This is not an afterthought, this is not a review, this is just an actual podcast. I don't know the name for it because I haven't picked one yet. But this is one where I just talk about film and film related subjects. I might go off to a tangent about something else. But yeah, just about film in general. I don't really have any topics right now written down to kind of go through the motions. I should to keep this a little bit more organized, but I'll just go out of the top of my head. One thing I kind of want to talk about is some mainstream films, specifically the Snowman, because that's been going out as a meme on Twitter. Because, dear Christ, the drawing, the poster, the police. I gave you all my hints. That fucking poster, it's such a shitty design. Who the hell put that? People are shitting on it a lot, incredibly so. And it's kind of sad because Michael Fassbender, the main actor for it, this character's name, Harry Hole, stupid fucking name. But I don't blame him for taking that film because it has a great director. He directed Let the Right One In, a great, I think, Swedish, Austrian. I need to double check. And double check right now. Yeah, Thomas Alfredson. He did Let the Right One In. That's a Swedish horror film. And one of the writers was the writer of Let the Right One In, writer of Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, a film that got several nominations for its screenplay and actually awards. And the other writer, a co-writer, was the writer for Drive by Nicholas Winding Refn. So you have two great writers, a really good director, that both of them have gotten nominated and either won Academy Awards or British Academy for the something like the BAFTA Awards. Yeah, those they either won or were nominated. And I wouldn't blame Michael J. Fassbender for Michael J. Fassbender. No, it's Michael J. Fox. It's Michael Fassbender. Michael J. Fox. Michael J. Fassbender. What the fuck is wrong with me? But I don't blame Michael Fassbender for picking this film to go for this film and to star in it. I don't blame Charlotte Gainsbourg. I think that's how you say her name. I don't blame J.K. Simmons. I can't say anything about Val Kilmer because I haven't seen him in anything good. The last thing I saw him in was Francis Ford Coppola's Twixt, and that was a pile of dog shit. That was incredibly horrible. Francis Ford Coppola, his prime has gone. You can say the same thing about a lot of directors during those times, like George Lucas. Steven Spielberg, he still can make good movies. He knows how to make a good movie, but he doesn't want to take any risks. Try to do something new with the genre or with the subject matter. He just likes to keep it safe, especially after the 21st century. Yeah, there's a Snowman. There's another film everyone's shitting on. What films are out right now? There's Geostorm. People are talking about that like it's a pile of shit, and guess what it is? It's fucking directed by the writer and producer of Independence Day 1 and 2. What did you expect? He also wrote fucking, was it Godzilla, the 1998 film by Roland Emmerich? He's like the main buddy of Roland Emmerich. If you thought I don't know why people talk about Independence Day like it's some great masterpiece. It's fucking horrible. It's incredibly horrible. Every character is a comic relief character. There's no, for God's sake, they killed the mothership, or they exploded by uploading a virus that humans created, and for some reason we know how to blow up. We could somehow plug it in and upload it to the mothership. And for some reason, Will Smith knows how to drive an alien spaceship, even though their technology was probably either way beyond ours or a completely different entity compared to our technology. For some reason, we know how to make a virus. Makes no sense. Okay, here's what it is. It's sci-fi movies for dummies. And guess what? It created, okay, now we're gonna do summer blockbusters for dummies. Like stuff like, not Black Hawk Down, it was like White House Down or something like that, with Jamie Foxx and some other actor. Then all the Michael Bay movies like Bad Boys, shit like that. Just those kind of movies. The big, like G.I. Joe, just big dumb summer blockbuster just to get hundreds of millions of dollars. And Guess what? They do get $100 million because people don't want to challenge themselves. And okay, I'll just go back to Geostorm. Yeah, Geostorm is just a disaster movie with what was his name? Gerard Butler. Don't know anything he's from. For some reason, I see his name everywhere. And I haven't heard of a movie where he's known for. He was in Lara Croft, Tomb Raider: The Cradle of Life. I've never fucking watched that. I know what Tomb Raider is. He was in 300 as King Leonidas. He gained worldwide recognition for his portrayal in that movie. Oh, what? I don't remember anything about that. Wait, was that the main guy in 300? Was that him? It was. That was Gerard Butler. Oh, because his portrayal, his acting in that was nothing special. Just seemed really kind of overacting. It fit, since technically it was kind of more a comedy-like film. But it wasn't anything special in my opinion. But yeah, he was in Geostorm, and the film was... I didn't watch it, but what I heard was shit. Is that a lot of decisions could have been made. A lot of simple decisions were made, and they could have easily been avoided. Also, I heard that this film was very simple. I kind of expected it to. And they don't know how to do humor. They choose to put humor in the wrong places. Guess what? This is the co-writer of Independence Day. Yeah, they don't know how to fucking do humor. They do the most simple stuff. Just create characters that are stereotypes or just tropes, and then make them main characters of the story. That's what you do. The only thing I liked about Independence Day was Jeff Goldblum, because he's great in everything he's in. He's not a great actor, but he's a great man. That's the difference. And critics were praising the special effects, but calling the film as a whole uninspired. Is it a disaster film? What were you expecting? Were you expecting the film to be Citizen Kane? You expected to have special effects and a great story? Guess what? That isn't the film for it. Go fucking watch 2001: Space Odyssey. Or... oh yeah, 2001: Space Odyssey. Or Solaris by Andrei Tarkovsky. Great film. Visuals... yeah, sometimes it's dated, sometimes it's not. Great film, fucking watch it. Solaris is great. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Films used to be very variety of what general audience would watch, but now general audience are more picking kind of conventional films. The term conventional was a bit loose back, I'd say, before the 70s. Now you can kind of tell what's a conventional film and what's not. A lot of indie films, well, no, most indie films that get recognition are not, but a lot of them are, even though they don't want to admit it. They're very faux unconventional, or sometimes they're sometimes they think they're art, but it's by a pseudo-intellectual who don't know what the fuck art is, so they just make up a lot of visuals that look nice, and these ideas are kind of original, but there's no substance to it. That's what I call a indie film by a pseudo-intellectual. But what I'm talking about back with mainstream films is that now you can kind of tell what's a conventional horror film, stuff like It, even though that was okay. Stuff like It, Deliver Us from Evil, just like paranormal films like Paranormal Activity, Saw. You could definitely see a fine line from those kind of horror films, to something like It Comes at Night. I wouldn't say Babadook it's kind of streamlined in the middle, but It Comes at Night, stuff like what's another fucking recent horror film? Remember I watched It Comes at Night? There was something else. God damn it. Again, I'm bad with names. I'm horrible with names. It Comes at Night. Get Out is very more mainstream, but it does have some sophistication towards it. Yeah, It Comes at Night is one example that's very It Comes at Night is very something that's on the left. I would say the left is okay. The left is more unconventional, not mainstream films, and the right is mainstream, more conventional films. Like Saw, It, Happy Death Day. By the way, that's a piece of shit. I saw that movie just recently. Dear God, it's horrible. That Annabelle Creation, that movie is pretty horrible too. But on the left is like, it comes at night. Why can't I think of any horror films right now? Jesus Christ. Fuck it, anything by David Lynch. People call Mother with the exclamation point. They call that a horror film. I wouldn't. I don't see that as a horror film. I see it more as a thriller. No, I see it more as Darren Aronofsky trying to make the Bible into a 2-hour film. And guess what? He doesn't know how to make any other plot other than this is Jesus Christ. That's Mother Earth. That's the apple of Eden. That's Adam and Eve. That's Cain and Abel. These are human beings destroying the earth, and that's it. That's the plot. Oh yeah, and that's Jesus Christ peeing all over humans. Yeah, that's it. that's the whole plot of Mother. I literally told you the whole plot in like a few seconds. It's that simple. It's just the Bible. That's all it fucking is. It's really well shot and it's well directed. Darren Aronofsky is a great director, but he is not the best writer. I think he wrote Mother. I think he did. Yes, he did. He wrote Mother. I'm kind of moving away from my topic of mainstream films, guys. I'm thinking about it now. I don't really have a lot to say. So now I'm moving on to Darren Aronofsky, the director of Mother, which got an F in cinema score because people don't like to be challenged. Like I was gonna talk about how. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to my mainstream topic just to wrap it up. What I'm talking about is in the 70s and 80s, especially with horror, they were more experimental stuff like The Thing, Eraserhead, kind of. During the 70s, yeah, The Shining. The Shining was completely unconventional, but general audiences watched it. That film got over, I think, 200 million. I think, but that film was completely successful from its box office run. That's insane, because that movie came out now. No one would fucking watch it. Okay, so now moving on to Darren Aronofsky. He's a good director. I wouldn't say The Fountain was probably not his best. Black Swan was good. Was great. Natalie Portman could not act in that film. I don't like her acting at all. A lot of people say it's a masterpiece. I am a bit iffy on that. A lot of people praise Natalie Portman's performance. I really wouldn't. Everyone else was great. Winona Ryder was actually good. I usually don't expect her to be one. Winona Ryder is kind of she doesn't have that much range. I could say the same thing with Natalie Portman. Mila Kunis was great in it. Again, she doesn't have that much range either. But the role she was chosen for, just fit for her. Aronofsky, The Fountain, that was a complete mess I didn't care about. I watched it. Even though I was confused, it seemed like everyone else was. Just because you're confused and you don't get it. Okay, here's what I have to say about this. Oops, I hit my mic. If a film, because you don't get a film and you rewatch it, like for me, I didn't fully understand Primer, but I kept rewatching it. And I finally got it, and I loved it. I loved it even the first time. But if a film, I watch it once, I don't get any part of it, then I kind of do hate it. If I can't find meaning anywhere, or I can't find what the fuck's going on, then I just give up on it. I don't give up on it in the middle of the film, but at the end of it, I just think, well, that's a complete waste of time. This movie was a complete mess. I love El Topo, and that's a film where you don't know what the fuck's going on until a few minutes later. Then you kind of understand what's going on, who the main character is, the mole, like El Topo, what's going on, who everyone is, and what he's for, and you kind of understand what's going on. The Fountain is just a complete mess. Breaking Your Dream is another film where he wants to balance a lot of stuff, especially with tone, but he mixes it up so much that sometimes it's kind of like an overload. Another director I want to talk about is David O. Russell. David O. Russell is a director that some people might know about. He directed The Fighter, starring Christian Bale and Mark Wahlberg. He directed Silver Linings Playbook with Bradley Cooper and Jennifer Lawrence. Jennifer Lawrence won the Academy Award for Best Actress. I don't fucking know why, because she was that special. She wasn't that special on that. He also directed American Hustle and also Joy in 2015. After that, I haven't seen him doing that much films. I think he's doing a film right now. Yeah, he directed a short film in 2016 called Fast Forward, but no information if he's gonna do full feature film again. But yeah, he also directed I Heart Huckabees. He trying to see what else he directed. I can't find anything else. But yeah, he directed all those: Silver Linings Playbook, The Fighter, American Hustle, Joy, and I Heart Huckabees. Other than I Heart Huckabees, The Fighter, American Hustle, and Joy, I see him as kind of a Darren Aronofsky wannabe. Because he always tries like, oh, there's meaning in these films when there's really not. The Fighter, if you compare The Fighter to The Wrestler, yes, the names are very similar. But the tone are not specifically the story, but the tone and the camera work, he's trying to keep it similar. But he really has no substance. I think he's not a good an actor director either. In American Hustle, everyone was just going crazy. Every actor they never seem consistent. Their characters never seem consistent. Where they're just acting. They just act like different tones, different personalities, sometimes different voices or emotions. It just doesn't work. But oh well. It's really odd. It's really fucking odd film. He's a really odd director, which a lot of people give him praise about, especially with American Hustle, which I don't see it. It just seemed very messy. It seemed like he was trying to do like a big, here's kind of a gangster film with a big cast based on something that actually happened. This kind of people would say like, aren't you talking about Goodfellas? Like, yeah, I wouldn't say this is trying to be like Goodfellas, but I would say it's in the same vein as the Goodfellas. Where it's like, oh, look at these cast of actors, like a big cast of actors. When in Goodfellas, it was just 3 people. It was just Ray Liotta, Robert De Niro, and Joe Pesci. And you could say Lauren Brasco. No, yeah, definitely Lauren Brasco. Jesus Christ, she was great in that. But then in here, people would say Jennifer Lawrence is the Lauren Brasco of American Hustle. Lauren Brasco was the Lauren Brasco of of Goodfellas, but her acting is all over the place. Where she tries to do kind of a New York accent, well, quote unquote New York, or just a 70s accent, and it doesn't work. She's Amy Adams, good. She's a great actress. She's very pretty. She's very beautiful. Christian Bale try to give it all, but without any direction, he doesn't know what the fuck to do. Bradley Cooper. Don't see anything else. That's really it. The American Hustle by David O. Russell, the director I was talking about, got a lot of Academy nominations. Got 10 Academy nominations, and it didn't win any. Yeah, they didn't deserve any of them. Didn't deserve a fucking nomination. 86 Academy Award. What else was nominated? Okay, for Best Picture. 86 Academy Award. This was 2013, I think. Was it? No, 2014. But no, it was of 2013 films. There was 12 Years a Slave, American Hustle, Captain Phillips, Dallas Buyers Club, Gravity, Her, Nebraska, Philomena, and The Wolf of Wall Street. 12 Years a Slave is a phenomenal movie. A lot of people say, hey, White Guild, that's why they chose it. Like, no, it's actually a really well-made film. Fucking amazingly written. And just the directing is amazing. Man, Stephen Green is a great director. Watch Hunger and watch Hunger and man, why can't I fucking remember any of his films? Like names, it was Hunger and something else. Hunger and it was another one-word film. Hunger and Shame. Shame is probably my favorite of the two. Watch those films; those are great. Don't watch Shame if you touch on sex in film. If you can't really watch it, then I would say just go straight to Hunger. But yeah, Best Picture. I would say her and 12 Years a Slave. If you say Gravity, what is wrong with you? Sorry. But Gravity is not a good film. It's a good visual film. No, not visual film. It's a good visual buffet. But not in terms of writing. It's just a Sandra Bullock. She gets hit by debris and she almost dead. Alright. And she lands. There were times in that film where I just felt, can you end it here? I really didn't expect him to end when she actually lands. I kind of didn't want them to do that. I really didn't. It would have been better if they... I got a burp. Okay. It would have been better if they ended around the time when she's closing her eyes. She's closing her eyes. She doesn't know if she's gonna land or not. She's not gonna it's gonna work and stuff like that. It didn't. Then before George Clooney's ghost comes in and tells her, "This is how you do it. This is how you save yourself." No, it should have just ended there before fucking George Clooney comes in. Yeah, her amazing film. Fucking hell, love that film. Spike Jonze. You could tell that Charlie Kaufman rubbed off on him. If you've seen any of his other films like Adaptation, Being John Malkovich. Were those the only other films they did together? Yeah, I think so. Or am I being stupid because it's 1 a.m. and I can't think of anything I could think of? Okay, let's look at the 86 Academy Award. Best Director, Alphonse Cuarón for Gravity, and that's who won the nominations. 12 Years a Slave, David O. Russell, American Hustle, David O. Russell. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a rhyme. Say that 12 times fast. See what the fuck happens. But yeah, 12 Years a Slave. There's Steve McQueen. 12 Years a Slave. David O. Russell. American Hustle. It's great. Alexander Payne. Nebraska. Love that film. Martin Scorsese. Wolf of Wall Street. That's hard. I wouldn't say Alphonse Cuarón should have won. He did Children of Men, which I really think he should have won for that film, but I don't think he should have won for Gravity. Steve McQueen, Alexander. I would say there's a tie between Steve McQueen, maybe Alexander Payne, and Martin Scorsese. Wolf of Wall Street is great. It has that really high, fast-paced energy. I love it, and it knows when to make scenes from funny to awkward to. He knows how to cut. He knows how to drown out the scene to give it different feelings, to give it different emotions, and that's great. Okay, I kind of sped through those Academy Awards, but I'm tired and I'm about to fucking sleep. So yeah. That's my podcast, the Sleepy Podcast, whatever I'm gonna fucking call it. But I'll see you later. If you have any topics you want me to talk about, then go put it in comments. I doubt anyone has listened to this all the way through. If anyone has, I thank you, and I thank you for wasting your time on me. So I'll see you guys later. See ya.